I always believe that betrayal comes from far away, from strangers, acquaintances, people who were never truly in your life. I never imagined it could come from the one person who stood next to me in every important moment. My best friend, Daniel. If you had asked anyone who knew us, they would have said he was like a brother to me. We grew up together. We got our first jobs together. He was the best man at my wedding, the godfather of my daughter. He was in every photo that mattered. But there is something horrifying about betrayal when it comes from someone who knows the layout of your life, where the weaknesses are, where the soft spots are, where the cracks already exist, because they know exactly where to push. And that's what Daniel did. And the worst part? I didn't even know it was happening. Not until it was almost too late. I married my wife, Maya, 8 years ago. She was, and still is, calm, smart, thoughtful, and extremely private. Daniel adored her, or at least that's what I thought. He used to say things like, "She's perfect for you. You finally found someone who grounds you. You're a better man with her." For years, he was supportive. But looking back, I can see the shift. It was slow, quiet, intentional. It started about 2 years into our marriage. Daniel began making small comments, the kind you laugh off because they sound like harmless teasing. "You're sure she's okay with you working late again? I mean, she seemed annoyed last week. Women are complicated, bro. Just be careful." Nothing dramatic, just little drops of doubt. Maya never said anything about him. She liked Daniel. She trusted him. She believed he had my best interests at heart. So when he said things, I didn't question it. But something strange started happening. When I'd come home from Daniel's place, Maya would be quiet. Not angry, just distant. When I'd ask what was wrong, she'd say, "Nothing. I'm fine. Just tired." I believed her. I had no idea what was actually happening behind my back. The messages. One evening, Maya left her phone on the kitchen counter while she went to shower. It buzzed twice. I didn't mean to read anything, but the preview popped up automatically. It was Daniel. "Hey, if you ever need to talk, I'm here." I froze. Why was he texting my wife privately? Why would she need to talk to him? When she came out, she saw me staring at the message. Her face went pale. "I was going to tell you," she said quietly. My chest tightened. My mind went to the worst possible place. But then she said something that knocked the air out of my lungs. "Daniel has been telling me things about you." "What things?" I asked. She hesitated. Then she said, "He told me you complained about me, that you said I don't support your career, that you were unhappy, that you regretted rushing into marriage." I felt sick. None of that was true. I never said anything like that, not once. Maya kept going, tears building in her eyes. "He said you were considering a separation, that you didn't know how to tell me." I felt my entire body go cold. Daniel, my best friend, had planted those ideas in her head, and he had been doing it for months.
I confronted Daniel immediately. I expected denial. I expected confusion. What I got instead was something worse. He smiled. A small, broken smile. And he said, "Finally, you know." I remember my heartbeat pounding in my ears. It felt like the room shrank around us. "Why?" I asked. "Why would you do that to me?" He rubbed his face with both hands, almost like he was exhausted. "Because you were supposed to choose me." I stared at him. He continued. "Before her, it was us. You and me. We were building a life. a business, dreams, plans. I felt the floor tilt under my feet. "Daniel," I whispered, "we were friends, best friends. That's all." He laughed, a sad, sharp laugh. "Maybe for you." Then he said it, something I still hear at night. "I didn't sabotage your marriage. I was trying to save you from a life you didn't actually want." That's when I realized the truth. Daniel wasn't jealous of Maya. He was jealous of the version of me that existed with Maya, a stable, committed, emotionally mature man, the version of me that had outgrown him. He thought if he could destabilize my marriage, he could pull me back into the old life we had. He didn't want Maya gone. He wanted me back. The damage he did. When I got home, Maya broke down completely. She told me everything Daniel had told her, that I resented her, that I was bored of our life, that I missed being single, that I only stayed with her because of duty, that she was holding me back. He'd been dripping poison into her ear for almost a year. A year. And she had suffered in silence because she didn't want to make things harder for me. I cried that night, not out of anger, but out of guilt, because I had no idea she was hurting, no idea she was carrying that burden alone, no idea someone I trusted so deeply was stabbing me quietly, patiently, repeatedly. We spent weeks in heavy conversations, painful conversations, healing conversations. But we talked. Maya and I rebuilt what Daniel tried to break, piece by piece. Losing Daniel. Daniel didn't take the confrontation well. He spiraled, sent long, rambling texts, showed up at my work, cried, begged, apologized, blamed Maya, blamed stress, blamed loneliness, but never himself. We had to cut him off. Fully, permanently. It felt like grieving a death. Because the Daniel I thought I knew, the one I grew up with, the one I laughed with, fought with, celebrated with, that person didn't exist. Or maybe he did once, but resentment rotted something inside him, and the man left behind was willing to destroy my life just to keep me from growing past him.
3 months after cutting him off, Daniel sent one last message. One sentence. "You'll come back when she disappoints you." I deleted it, blocked him again, but that line stuck with me, because it revealed the deepest truth. Daniel never hated Maya. He hated that I chose someone who helped me become better, and that meant leaving behind the version of me he was comfortable with. He didn't lose a friend. He lost control. Maya and I are in therapy, individually and together. We're healing. We're closer than ever. But the scar remains, not from Daniel's betrayal, but from the realization that someone can love you and still want to destroy what makes you happy. That someone can stand beside you while secretly hoping you fall. That someone can know everything about you and use every bit of it to break you. I don't hate Daniel, but I finally understand him. And I finally understand that friendship, real friendship, cannot survive when one person refuses to let the other grow.